Hello, Brother Monroe here. Welcome back to Ultimate Admiral Dreadnoughts and to the Chinese campaign and to 1.3.4 because the game has been updated since the last episode. I mean, they say it's a minor update. They changed the font. Now, I'm not a world's expert at fonts, but this on the E is a distinctly Arial kind of thing. So it's this weird stubby thing on the A. Is there a capital R around? It's usually a good one. Anyway, it gives me the kind of slightly queasy, nauseated feeling. Where's Romania? Here we are. Oh yeah, yeah. That's an Arial type looking R, capital R to me. Is this Arial? Des, did you change it to Arial? Please tell me you didn't change it to Arial. Arial's not a good font, guys. No. I was wondering why I was... Yeah, no. If it's Arial, and I'm right, it is... If I'm right, it is Arial. Mod to change the font to literally... Well, not literally anything else. There are a few worse choices. But Arial's not a good choice. Sorry. It's just, ugh, nope. No. I understand it's not as easy when you're producing a game or a TV show or whatever, something commercial. It's not as easy as just picking whatever font you want because the font needs to be free for commercial use, which Arial is. But there are others, guys. Please, IBM Plex, or Flex, or whatever it is. Is it IBM Flex? Anyway, IBM made a free font, sans serif. Actually, it has serif versions as well, but it's free for commercial use and it's actually halfway good. And this is just no, yuck, don't like. Oh god, I'm gonna have to get used to this. Hunan back in action. Let's get away. Oh, so much text. See, this is still in the old font, whatever they were using before. It could actually be Arial. It does have an Arial type E, but this, it's also it's really far apart. No, it does actually make me queasy. I'm just not a fan of it. But I have a very strong reaction to Arial as a font, so... Not everyone's like that. It's like it's a font nerd thing. This looks quite pretty, though. I know they did change some of the aesthetics. Yeah, cloudy weather. I'd agree with that. Aesthetics of the weather, which is good. It's a Japanese ship loaded with torpedoes coming at us. But yeah, what do you guys think of the change? I think it's possible they changed Arial everywhere. It's just, well, they've always been using Arial everywhere. It's just that there is definitely a change. I don't know if they changed the spacing or something. Maybe it was to do with the localization, because I know that's been a thing that they've been trying to do, is to get the game localized, which is a very noble effort. Approve of that. But Arial, no, please no. It could be because they're trying to do. If they're trying to do Cyrillic or Greek, Arial's maybe the better Latin font to use for some technical reason. But in which case, fine, whatever. But from an aesthetic standpoint, no. just. I mean, you can't have good-looking text if you're setting it in Arial. I mean, it doesn't necessarily bad, but it won't look good. if that makes any sense. Right, you're just leaving your transports to themselves, are you? Fire a few pop shots. Obviously, this is my first time picking up 1.3.4. I have seen some screenshots. I've seen some people playing it as well. And yeah. Oh, I see the target lock bug is not fixed. Do 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 do. Assists. 1.3.4. Cool. Your guns off. If you saw my Shipyard Champions yesterday, which was on 1.3.3 or X3 or whatever it was, you'll probably realise I'm a little bit annoyed about the target lock bug. Oh yeah, I can actually reset it here, can't I? So devs, if you happen to be watching this little segment, see that the game is on ×1. I'm going to target this transport. Oh, is it out of range? Okay, I can't until I'm in range of the transport. But what I could do is I could target the transport, which would reset this, and then target the cruiser again, and it would shoot. But maybe if it gets an angle. Yeah, there we go. Sometimes if you leave them off for a bit and the target changes direction, you get aim, you get angle. Oh, there we go, lock. That's proper lock. Now we're getting hits. Accuracy just jumping around like crazy. There must be manoeuvring. It's pretty garbage quality belt armour. To get close enough, we should be able to deal with them pretty quickly. I have fired some torpedoes at my destroyers, which is a little rude. Ah, target locking again, see? And yeah, it's just an irritation. Go, yeah, that, right. Oh, sorry, did you take it? You did take a torpedo. Because I was not paying attention. That's fine. Transport's what we're after. Come back to the heavy cruiser later. Okay, proper hit. 5-inch guns take care of it now. Right, what's the Kaikomo doing? Coming at us or not? Going to try and wipe away the dishonour of losing your convoy, or are you just going to run away? That's 10. Oops. Wasn't trying to. Been playing too much Skylines over the weekend, so I'm trying to use the middle mouse button to move the camera. Torpedoes. I'm going to have to manoeuvre. That's probably where we're going to run into a target lock. It's most often when you perform manoeuvre, but that's just a turn. No, that seems we're okay now. It's just not happening like all the time. Like, it's bearable in the campaign if it's just every now and then, and, you know, particularly in the campaign, you're normally playing a battle with more than one enemy ship. Yep. As I said, they do not have the armour for a stand-up fight, and they are sunk. No more heavy cruiser for you. Aside from running into a torpedo, absolutely fine. Right, this is the only battle this month. I am trying to navally invade Formosa again. Yeah, I'll go on to the next turn, and I'll be back when there's another battle. Welcome back. It's now May. I realise it's now May 1949, so this actually might be the last episode. Jeez. Because there's been a whole lot of nothing going on. Okay, 2 destroyers. Are they both the big ones? Yes, they are. Against a light cruiser. It's not an impossible job by any means. It's not the easiest, though. It does have 8 6-inch guns. We do have 20 5-inch guns, so it's not, you know, necessarily unfair to us. I don't think those ships carry much in the way of torpedoes. Let's smoke up on approach. Lose sight of them temporarily. I know where he is. Coming at us. Yeah, they don't carry torpedoes, so just be very aggressive. Get up in his face. See if we can get a hit in with the guns, flooding hit or something like that. Reduces ability to fire, at any rate. And then get in there with the torpedoes to try and sink them. Still sticking to the HE for now. Don't have a pen chance calculator, so I'll leave the captains on that. Accuracy's getting pretty good. Switch up to AP. One set of torpedoes away. Zero. Look at that. Just stopping in mid like it's like a handbrake turn. Crazy. Oh, these bricks. Ah, they are. They're bricks. And so, going through, causing a little bit of flooding. Zemby, fire your torps, mate. You got a perfect shot there. Nope, they're turning away. Stop, stop, stop. I think they're trying to run. Oh, you find anyway. And the only one to hit was a dud. Well, that's just typical for me in torpedoes, isn't it? AI, again, with its supernatural dodging abilities. But they sink anyway. Great work. 2 destroyers taking down a light cruiser. Very nice, although I suspect their light cruiser is actually cheaper than our... Oh, about the same price. So 2v1, basically. Oh well. Yeah, I'm going to head back to the map. I should find out about the invasion of Formosa in a month, 2 months, something like that. And I'll let you know how it goes. Welcome back. We pushed them back in Manchuria. Yes! We finally got it. Okay. I feel totally vindicated. I've only been able to try to do that for the entire campaign. The task force can therefore go back to port. We've got a few battles as well. We've got a convoy. What? Is that American? Yes. The Americans helping us out against a convoy off of the coast of Korea. No problem. Let's have a look at you. 36 knots. Bugger all armour. 5.1 inch guns. Got quite a lot of 5-inch guns. Should be enough to take out some transports. One would hope. I mean, there is a heavy cruiser too. But the heavy cruiser has less armor than their light cruisers. So, yeah. Don't think she'll be too much bullet, assuming we can get close enough to it to hit her. But I'm happy enough to take out the transports and then leave a destroyer and a foreign light cruiser of well, not dubious maximum bulkheads. It's not enough armor to go toe to toe with that ship though. Like, it's not the end of the world. By the way, devs, if you're listening, tooltips, they still don't fit, and I'm on a 1440p screen. Like maybe they fit on 4K, but I don't have a 4K screen to try that with. At any rate, it's not a huge problem in this case, but I can't. But yeah, like it's hard for me to see that they're 38s. Like if I just hover over it like that. If you're playing this in 1080p, how do you, anyone in the comments, anyone watching this video who plays the game in 1080p? Oh yeah, torpedoes. Give me a shout. Like, you're fine. How do you find the game in terms of the tooltips and legibility? Transports are starting to be dealt with. I've actually put some damage on the heavy cruiser. Taking out a secondary gun. Is that the last transport? Yep. Is actually quite damaged, so I'd like to try and take her on if I can. Even if we are just kind of plinking away with 5-inch guns. Might be able to get close enough. She might have just fired a torpedo. No, we just fired a torpedo. One of them. Which she immediately sees and turns to avoid. Like, ridiculously well. Look at that. Whee! A nearly 17,000 ton ship. I know this is sped up. But like that is how ships are able to do that in this game without just. I think if you tried that in a real ship, it would break in half from the sheer stress on the hull. Takes a hit, don't do that. Again, dodging the torpedoes just fine. Dodging them pretty much the instant there. Even as soon as the torpedo officer basically even thinks about pressing the fire button, that cruiser is avoiding them. Already. It's like, nope. I know what you're going to do. I think not. Getting a lot of ricochets there, boys. Just shooting up with high explosive, given the angle. Ooh. Men taking a little bit of damage there. Gusa, though, is pretty much at the stage of falling apart. 14, 13, 12% structure. completely out of high explosive. Oh, but if she turns, then we'll be able to get some actual damage on it. Lovely. Flooding. Rapidly flooding. Oh my goodness, but I think she's going to break apart. Yep. So many 5-inch holes in her that just keels over and is gone. Right, next battle. Next up, we have another one of those heavy cruisers, the Kushi's pretty big transport convoy. 15 ships. Big enough that I think I might split my ships. So if we know where... Oh, jeez. Do we know where they are? Yeah, we do. Destroyers go right at the transports. Heavy cruiser, your job is to sink the enemy heavy cruiser. If you can. I'm sure you can. In fact, I know you can. With Hunan has done a lot of work in this campaign. I haven't been keeping track of exactly how many ships she has sunk, but it has to be a lot. Very, very successful ship. We can get the Hunan between the cruiser and the convoy. That'll be perfect because we can use the 5-inch guns on the starboard side to assist the destroyers should they need it. In fact, I'm going to switch their torpedoes off so they don't do anything silly. Firing at destroyers. That is quite rude, sir. Pick on someone your own size. Might get their attention. Couple of penetrating hits. Bunch of hits, actually. A lot of flooding too. Oh my god, and we're opening up on the transports at the same time. Yeah, she does get a good one in on the Hunan, but it's open season. As the transports get... Oh my god, this is... Holy hell. That is quite the thing. Oof. Look at that. Just in seconds. Wow. Okay. Sure. Right, there's one more to do. The last fight is the type that I will never consciously do. Yes, we have 3 of the big destroyers, and those heavy cruisers aren't very good, but they are good enough that I really don't want to do just destroy it. You need something that can take a few hits. Yeah, this is not good. So I'm just going to withdraw from this fight and end the turn and see what happens. But I'll do all that off camera. We had another ambush that I again, didn't even bother mentioning. until now, because apparently we're at war with Germany. Cool. Are there any of these Germans? No. The Shokai. The Yangzhou. Oh, yes, definitely. That's more like it. Haven't had anything bigger than a heavy cruiser in a while. We'll save. Go. Because with the fleet no longer trying to support the invasion of Formosa, I no longer have to keep the ships doing that. Means that they're free to actually go and do battles, which is nice. Right, they're in range. 16-inch guns. They don't have a great chance to hit, so they're probably not going to fire. Oh, no, they do. Lovely. After them. Oh, got a hit. What range was that? 33, 34 kilometers. That's pretty far. Extremely lucky. I wonder what their plan is. What would you do if you're in this situation? Captaining a poorly protected heavy cruiser. Loaded with torpedoes. And you start seeing pretty big spell splashes. Shell splashes. Like, is that a 16-inch gun shooting at me? Because if it is, I am not sure I'm interested in that. Get all 3 gun turrets firing. Trying to, anyway. No, too far forward. Too far forward. Oh, that was better. Oh, firing torpedoes. Cheeky. Oh, and now we target lock? Of course, because I issued a maneuver order. It does seem more frequent when you do that. Just turn the guns off. Well, we now basically have 3 enormous destroyers. Sorry, 4. Sometimes you can force a reset. Not often. Seriously needs fixed, guys. Like, just put a conditional on the aiming progress. There we go, it's fixed itself. No, just fire HE at this range. Yep. That'll do it. Very nice. Right, there was one more fight this month. Oh, very interesting. The Takao, a battleship, with 6 13-inch guns, but still, and fucking slow and fucking expensive. What? Okay, so it's a garbage tier battleship, but still an Aragon class gets to take her on, and we can leave the rest of the fighting to the escort. Oh, that sounds like it's in a storm. That's going to make it a little bit more fun, I guess. To the bouncy ends. Save. Hit the enemy. Pretty heavy sea. Look at that. Oof. Haytor getting a bit wet. Yeah, minus 60% hit chance is pretty brutal. You guys just follow. If we don't see that, the battleship's so slow. Should be able to come up on it. They've seen us. Hopefully the weather clears. Ugh, the poor destroyer sailors. Ugh. Worst on the Jinyu. Oh my word. No thank you. Enemy in sight. Yeah, this is garbage. Total garbage. 300 million for this. Like, no speed. No firepower. What is the point of this ship? Even if this was the hardiest, most difficult to sink ship on the planet, it is useless. Nice hit. Main deck Ben, so I don't think it is the world's most armoured ship either. What are you even spending your money on? It's going to be a turbo-electric drive ship, isn't it? That's usually why the AI massively overspends. 17% chance to hit. It's not too bad. Doesn't feel like 17% chance to hit. Oh, there we go. Another main deck pen. Yeah, sticking 2 hits. Pretty much half sunk already. Two hits on the aft belts. One plinks off the main belt. We'll just go straight into X turret. Completely ruined it. Realistically, I think their only chance now is if the transports have torpedoes. It's not a good day. Who approved this ship? Who? Honestly. Another main deck pen. And another. stern of the ship just getting blasted now. Oh, nagebenfro, a lot there. One of the engines down. Smashed into X turret again. One more solid hit and they're done for. There we go. Let's find those transports. They can't be too far. But yeah, oh yeah, I should have a look to count while we wait. Yeah, armour is meh. It's not the best quality. Maximum bulk is gas turbines. Okay, that's another way of making them ridiculously expensive. Yeah, just 61,000 tons and 300 million for 6 13-inch guns. Why are you bothering with that? To the north. I think you're lying to me, game. They're surprisingly far away. Been heading at them the whole battle. Yeah, 23 kilometers away. To Cal, going where she belongs, at the bottom of the ocean. Dreadful design. Absolutely dreadful. I think their old battleship was better. And that's something I've made a point about before. The building algorithm in the game has no way of telling if a ship is good or not. Like, it has no criteria with which to judge goodness. I wonder if you could make a criteria for it, though. So just kind of let it, like, I don't know, a firepower score, a speed score, and a protection score, or something like that. Those are the kind of three things you're mostly thinking about balancing out when you're making a warship of this era. Yeah, I wonder if you could give it a way to estimate it based on the year. So, like, you know, it's now the 1940s, late 1940s, so you probably want at least 8 to 10 main guns. And you probably want those main guns to be at least 14-inch, probably 16-inch or better. You want speed to be about 28 knots minimum, and you want protection on the belt roughly equivalent to the caliber of the gun. Wonder if you could kind of make a guideline for the AI to try and stick to. Singing the transport's going to take much longer than expected, because, or expected as normal, because the conditions are so atrocious. Stormy weather and rough seas is adding about 35% accuracy debuff, which is pretty hefty. And that's on the battleship. I'm assuming it's worse. Yeah, it's worse on the smaller ships. Finally getting into secondary range though. And that will allow us to deal with them. And there we go. Pathetic. Absolutely pathetic. Right, let's head back to the map. Actually, no. How many hits did it take? Fair number, actually. Welcome back. It's December 1949, so it's pretty much the last turn of the game. So before I hit end turn and get the end screen, yeah, the pack is finished, but as I suspected, is commissioning, so no chance to see her in combat. We're still at war with Austria and Germany, but they're not really getting involved. Anyway, final kind of fleet numbers. China sitting on 6 capital ships and 400,000 tons. Pretty good. All of our ships, apart from maybe the Kunmings, actually, are pretty up to date, all combat tested, and successful designs apart from the pack, which is still commissioning up. Italy has 2 battleships, alright, okay, but otherwise pretty middling. France has a je ne sais quel fleet. It is a big fleet, but yeah, that's not the best in the world. Wow, the power ratings, I've just noticed those as well. Anyway, Spain. Don't know what Spain has been up to. They've got 15 battleships, but I don't think they're very good because their budget, their GDP is not great. It does say 780,000 tons, so bit of a sleeper here. Anyway, they're our allies, so that's fine. Japan, we've been absolutely smashing to bits. They apparently have 2 of those dreadful battleships, but yeah, really nothing. Soviet Union is. Yeah, and Austro-Hungary. If they just have 13 Death Trap class destroyers, we can ignore them. The United States really has been suffering. Look at that. Down to 12 ships, and they're building 295. Makes sense. The Germans have a reasonable sized fleet, and so do the British. But that's pretty much it. There's nothing else for us to do but to hit end turn. It'll tick over to 1950 and we reach retirement. This actually works. Okay, so let's have a look. So 1930 to 1950, 20 years. We got 877.2 naval prestige in that time. Not too bad. And we built 510,000 tons, 4 battleships, 3 battle cruisers, 5 heavies, 8 lights, 15 destroyers. I don't think this includes the initial one, because I think we built more battleships than that. Maybe I'm wrong though. Okay, no, it hasn't recorded them. This gets reset every time it updates the game. Like obviously we've got a lot more in there. It's only counting the most recent war versus Japan. Oh, that's disappointing. So enemy ship loss total is also off, which is a shame. But yeah, that's yeah. So which is why I wanted to look through the actual thing, because yeah, it doesn't add this up properly if there's updates, like big updates, 0.1 updates between 0.01 updates, I should say, but on your save. So that is the end of the Chinese campaign. We managed to get Formosa, finally. We've definitely established China as a major naval power, able to go toe-to-toe with the Europeans, and we definitely smashed up Japan and the Soviet Union. So I think a successful campaign for sure. The new campaign will be coming tomorrow. So keep an eye out for that. And thank you all very, very much for watching. And I'll see you again soon for some more Ultimate Admiral Dreadnoughts. Bye for now.